Welcome back to Learn BC. You're here with Jared, and we are up to video 10. That's SOP-10, and it is doing a physical count, traditional way using Business Central 101. This series here is Warehouse Operations 101. Before we get started, please like this video, share it with your team, subscribe to our channel, help us grow this. Let's get started. Context and rules are the first thing we're going to cover. We talk about what triggers this process, the preconditions, and the key principles. Then we move into the procedure. We're going to talk through the step-by-step actions, and then we talk about the outcomes. What are the exceptions to, what could go wrong, and how do you deal with it, and what are the post conditions? What is the dreamland that would happen if we get this process right? Well, we're here to talk about stock take using physical inventory. It's a feature of Business Central. Now, I'm more of a fan of the advanced inventory count using InsightWorks, but this is still a fundamental that you should understand before using that, just so you understand how it works. The trigger here is scheduled, periodic stock take, monthly, quarterly, annually, or you might do basically counts on off weeks of certain aisles or whatever. So preconditions: the physical inventory journal is created in BC. The warehouse operations, receipt and shipments are paused for the count area. You don't touch stuff that you're counting. Okay, really, really important. Key principles: freeze the operation. Do not move items during the count to ensure accuracy. Method: blind count. Counters should count what they physically see in the bin. Do not rely on what the system says it should be there. Trust your eyes. Right, what's the process? This process folds into two steps, two phases. Phase one is the prep. We're going to go into and create a journal entry. We do a physical inventory journal. We calculate the inventory for the location. We generate count tasks. So print the count sheet, create the WMS count activities. That's pretty cool. So that's step one. And from here, we freeze operations. This is where we go. Pause. No more picking, no more moving, no more shipping, no nothing. Nobody touches anything. Once the count's done, we move into phase two. Phase two is the execution, which is all about count the items in the bins, record the actual quantities found, enter the quantities in Business Central, and review the variances, the discrepancies, recount if necessary. And when you're done, you post the journal. Now, you may have, as part of changes coming in version 28, there'll be permission sets, workflows around who can post a journal. So Microsoft's really buttoning down on this, which is great, because it is something that really is touching finance. So we do want a workflow that says, hey, finance, are you happy for us to post this particular workflow? But once it's posted, your items are adjusted and your stock's up to date. So what are the exceptions? Large variances. You need to know why there's variances. A lot of my customers that do this for the first time might spend hours going over the variances to make sure it's right. Item not on sheet. You need to add a new line in the journal, manually count the record, and then the bin not on the sheet. If bin contains items, add a journal, verify the bin code is correct, etc. The post conditions is the system inventory matches physical. So system and physical, financial value is updated. So our asset on the balance sheet is accurate. We're not overstating or understating the assets, and the warehouse operations then can resume. So be prompt, get it done, quicker the count, then spend the time validating. Let's now take a look at what this looks like here in Business Central. We're going to click the magnifying glass, which is called Tell Me, and we're going to type physical inventory journals. Here it is, and we open it up. Now from here, I can go to prepare, and I'm going to hit calculate inventory. I'm wanting to do a specific location. We're going to do the training location. And do I want to filter bins? Do I want to filter certain items? Items not in inventory? Sure. Let's just do a full list. Include items without transactions? Sure. Okay. And let's hit OK. This will take a couple of minutes to run depending on the size of your inventory. In this system, there's 6,000 items, so I'm just going to let it run. All right, so this sheet's now run and filled out, and I've deleted 6,000 odd items off it that are just a bit of a distraction. The sheet is prepared. I can print it. So out of the box with Business Central, it gives you a count sheet. You hand this out to your team, and they're counting through one at a time and checking each of the bins off. So that's a count sheet. The reality is what we're going to be looking at is the calculated. We should have 3. We could go 5. We actually had 2, 20, 15, 2, 0, 5, 2, 2, 10. Let's just keep going. 7, 6, 0, 3, 2, 1. All right. So I've made a bunch of changes here, and you can see the quantity to adjust. Okay. It's got basically the cost variance, and it's changed the entry type automatically for what we're filled in. Now, if you're filling this in, you'll most likely bring this into Excel and you use the edit in Excel, and we've got plenty of videos on how edit in Excel works. Once we've got our journal good to go, I would definitely do a preview. So I preview the posting. It looks like it will post fine. If it's going to post fine and I post those adjustments, post, yes. And as soon as its post is completed, your warehouse operations can continue.